Hello everyone, you have come to Tata Comic Preview channel. Let read together. Have fun. Though it didn't save them from resentment. So damn strong, yet only a freaking laborer is outrageous. One just had to look at him the wrong way, and he'd smash them dead. It was the least this law-abiding disciple could do to uphold the rules. Hey, that rule about challenging a superior holding no consequence for both parties shouldn't be left gathering dust. There will be tough times ahead of us. These oldies conflicts were all handled within reason. Now this freak showed up, and he was just a mere disciple whom no one wanted to do anything with. It was a guillotine hanging over them, waiting to drop. They sighed. It was the inner sect's turn now to be humiliated, to be pissed on, and no way to be able to deal with it. The labor office looked at them with scorn, and even the outer and inner disciples had contempt. The labor office is still the best, by the looks of it. The inner sect is off its game. Whoosh. Zhuo Fan landed, and Kuei Lang's group came over with glee. Steward Zhuo, you're so strong. You're truly the best disciple in the sect to even swat ethereal stage experts like flies. Kuei Lang gave a thumbs up. The others bobbed their heads. Zhuo Fan dissed them with a smile. First, cut the ass kissing. I saw your long faces before. Did you actually think I'd apologize for their fault? Ugh. They all sheepishly scratched their heads. Steward Zhuo, since you didn't tell us. You'd have let it slip. Zhuo Fan cut Kuei Lang off. This great scheme of mine was all psychological. To make those two take the bait, I had to unbalance them. It worked to allow challenging and weakening them easier. Consumed by anger, I bet they didn't even give half of what they could do. You think it's that easy to kill an elder once his soul is out? Playing mind games is the best solution. The swift shift from glee to anger to grief did them in. Thanks to you, I had them reach the highlight of their happiness, setting the stage for me to come in and smack them down to earth and fall for my ploy. Demons come from the heart, always remember this. Yes. The four bowed. Kuei, who was still frowning behind them, Steward Zhuo, you should know why I've come to the labor office. Where am I to begin training my heart? It was first Qifeng that told me I was weak because of my weak heart, then you come and tell me one grows weaker as their heart's in chaos. How then? I'll tell you here and now, the heart isn't trained, but tempered. Zhuo Fan's tone was serious. Zhuo Fan saw his doubt. The heart isn't cultivation, using spiritual energy to train your soul and body. All its levels come from insight and experiences. Without experience, there will be only ignorance and no way to come to gain insight into the world. That is the meaning of enlightenment. The world is filled with people going through a wide range of experiences, which makes everyone's hearts different. Does that mean I'll never be able to train it? Kuei, who didn't want to give up. Zhuo Fan pondered, I'll be honest with you. I never cared much for you, so never mention this little secret. You are the product of your environment, the same applies to your heart. Following wise people will give you insight, but how much depends on you. You should stick closer to Elder Yuan instead. What could a bone-tempering old coot possibly do? Kuei, who was stumped. Zhuo Fan's finger moved left and right. Ignorant fool, Elder Yuan is a man with a vast wealth of experiences. He is wise and thoughtful. Here I am going to him many times to debate the world's meanings, and you're just taking him for granted. Learn to appreciate things. Besides, do you really take him at face value? Humph, the only reason I'm kind enough to explain his worth is that you're on our side and did so much for the labor office. Kuei, who tried to blink the confusion away without avail, though one thing he did get. The old man is more than he seems for even such a great talent to speak of him like that. Senior brother Kuei, who, the old guy is quite nice. Go to him. Kuei Lang spoke. Kuei, who asked, how do you know? Because nothing he says makes sense to me. Kuei, whose face fell. That makes him more of a wise guy than a wise man. How is that logical? Though Kuei Lang made him exclaim, though Steward Zhuo can understand it, that's why I think we're far from the level of these two. Kuei Hu gave a solemn nod. Master told him Zhuo Fan's heart was in high places, and since Elder Yuan came at his recommendation while Kuei Lang bearing witness, the old guy ought to have some use. He might have something that can help me with my heart problem. Kuei, who ran for the labor office, steward Zhuo and everyone, see you later. The others chuckled, and Zhuo Fan laughed, this guy's so simple, quite like elderly. I knew ages ago he wasn't cut out to be a spy, yet I still watched him all this time. I still have a long way to go to reach the 4th stage of human nature, or I'd have seen through his worth at a glance. I'll need to get more experience under me. Don't be modest. More experience? Any more and you'll become a demon. Fiend Yang laughed, coming over with the other fiends. Gone was his grumbling hearing Zhuo Fan messed up the elite area and was now beaming with joy. Sonny, you're a tough one. Facing 2 elders alone and still killing them. Becoming an elite and joining the Double Dragon Gathering will definitely get us among the middle 3 sections. Your feats will become legends. Fiend Yang patted his shoulder, though Zhuo Fan's face was cold. Sorry, I don't do well with being elite. How can? Fiend Yang was stumped. What are you playing at? This fight alone sets your status in the sect. Now no one will object to you entering the elite area, yet you refuse? Isn't this the whole reason why Wu Yue brought you? Zhuo Fan smiled. Xia Wu Yue had me over for Double Dragon Gathering, not to be an elite. How else are you supposed to participate? The elite area's sole purpose is to rear disciples for the Double Dragon Gathering. Then you'll just have to change the rules. The disciples going to Double Dragon Gathering will only be from the elite labor office. None of the others will come from the elite area. Zhuo Fan shouted his conviction. Everyone was baffled by him. Zhuo Fan scratched his nose. When all is said and done, it was the elite area that taunted us, even if instigated. I've said that I'll take back the labor office's glory, and I will. First was the inner sect, and now all that's left is the elite area. Didn't you all say we're not worthy of becoming elites? Fine then, to join the Double Dragon Gathering, you'll just have to come to us and do menial tasks. Though it's up to me to see if you're worthy of being a laborer. How can you say that? We didn't say anything like that. Why should we pay the price for those 2 brats' crimes? And aren't they dead already? Fiend Yang advised, Zhuo Fan, your amazing talent has us on your side, but learn when to back down. I need to be tough since it concerns my disciples' dignity. Zhuo Fan said, tell Xia Wu Yue, if he accepts, I'll join Double Dragon Gathering. And if he refuses, I'll just stay here as the laborer's steward. The fiends' faces fell while Kuei Lang's side was awed. He's the best manager the labor office has ever seen. Going as far as to talk back to the powers that be for them. That's why those 4 scheming demons follow him. It's not just their interest in him, but his worth too.